So normally we come into Shane's Worlds and it's usually us picking the scabs off various scars that the games have inflicted. Is that fair to say?
Probably.
Yeah, it's not probably, it's 100% what
yes,
it is. But this time we come to it with a little bit of a happier topic.
Because I kind of chose the topic, which helps.
It does help a little bit. The topic, of course, is Dragon Ball Z Fighters.
The rise of Dragon Ball FighterZ, or FighterZ, I don't know which one to really call it. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but like how it actually just blew up from release. It's such an amazing game.
And if you think of it, the parts are there.
Yeah.
Realistically, you look at it, it is a game based on probably the most popular, definitely the most popular shonen anime and manga of all time. I'm sure there's someone who'll bring up some obscure figure to beat me on it. It's made by Arc System Works, who are known for their really intensive, mechanic-intensive fighting games. And it happened to just fall into a gap where Marvel vs. Capcom said, yeah, we're dead.
Yeah, it kind of does.
And that's the big thing. That's probably the thing that allowed it to achieve the success that it has.
It's true. Like, it was such a very much almost one-to-one kind of thing to Marvel 3.
Yes.
That, like, people were like, is this going to be too much, very much, like, infinite kind of clash? And which one is going to be the rising of the major, like, game? Because we've got, like, you know, Street Fighter 5 still there.
Yeah.
We've got our Tekken 7.
Yeah.
Smash. Is that...
Well, Smash is its own thing.
Smash is its own thing, let's be honest. But then, yeah, Marvel versus Capcom Infinite kind of just left a gap.
The problem became twofold. Number one, Capcom has succeeded luckily in other avenues. Monster Hunter was a success. Resident Evil 7 was a success. They've released the Dante collection. They would have made some more sales off that, right? So they are like a little bit coat writing, but they have made some decent games in the last 2 years. Marvel vs. Capcom came out at the time just after the Disney buyout.
Yeah.
So we've got that to begin with. So now you're contending with two different sets of legal teams, all the nonsense that goes with that. Then all of the characters they announce are all characters that just happen to be coming up in Marvel movies. And who cares? Like, if you're avoiding the memes of Magneto, Sentinel, Wolverine, Storm, I guess, you can't make a game without X-Men. And you can announce and say the first season DLC is X-Men, but that's lame. And the people who are going to play it, like the Poverty FGC, are not going to be on board for that. So you've ignored the core audience for the game that you're trying to release, and then you wonder why it struggles. This is an injustice. You can't get away with it like you could with the DC kids.
It's true. It's basically dug its own grave. That's the problem here. Like, it could have been an all-right game, except that, you know, its release was not great because most of the models were not very great. It's really, especially the Capcom side. Marvel side, everything was nice there.
That's because the effort had gone into it.
Yeah, which you'd think how much Disney kind of controlled that, which is kind of the scary part.
Again, and that is the problem that we face. So we have this gap in the market. Dragon Ball Z unites the tribes, brings everyone into that. But we've got to remember that, like, as you mentioned before, Street Fighter is still the biggest one. We can talk figures, we can talk numbers, but if you say Street Fighter, people know what you're talking about. Tekken is second, I would say. And it is grown, it is one of those that has grown from community support. I would argue that the strength of this game has been the fact that everyone seems to embrace it.
I think Bandai Namco has actually really, really done well with their tournament space side. Like, they got the best stuff from, like, Street Fighter and then improved on a few things and just...
Their launch as well wasn't as rushed. They staggered their launch every year, made it a lot better.
An arcade launch, like, who would have thought that actually would have worked in, like, Japan and stuff?
I know,
but
it's crazy.
It still works.
Then Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z is now the third game, and you've got to look at the companies that we're talking about. We've mentioned Capcom, Namco Bandai, huge entertainment company in Japan, not just limited to video games. Hold basically all the anime, the Shonen Jump video game licenses, and hence why this is a perfect fit. Made by Arc System Works, who, while they make other games, are known predominantly for their fighting games.
Yeah, and I think this is probably the rise of them. Let's be honest. They were kind of a niche. Let's put it out there.
They've been for years. Like Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue.
Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue, even like Arcana Hearts and stuff like that.
I love Arcana Hearts.
Like, all of that was a niche. This has really brought them out into the light, especially Western. Japan, like, everyone loves Guilty Gear. But out here, it's a little bit less. And this game is just smashing. Hopefully, it actually even brings more people to come try out the anime games, try out different concepts that Arxis tries on different games, and people
relax.
Let go.
They're only going to play Dragon Ball. Let's be real. Shane likes something. I know it's weird for you too, but Dragon Ball Z, pretty good game.
And Blaze Blue tag fight. No one cares.